REITWorld 2011 is in full swing here in Dallas, and I'm joined by Joel Marcus, the chairman and CEO of Alexandria Real Estate Equities. Joel, the last time that we spoke, you discussed how the Asian market was going to be key to your company's growth going forward. Any developments on that front?
Yes, in fact, I think what's been very satisfying is, as you see today from the macro markets worldwide, Europe's in somewhat of disarray. The U.S. has got slow growth, but Asia continues to operate pretty, I would say, healthily, if you will, and we have operations both in India and China.
And given the tenants that you target, and they're often highly specialized needs, how much of your growth do you attribute to build-to-suit development?
I think on the build-to-suit development, one of the biggest assets of the company is the land bank of the company. We could double the size of the company on what we own today, heavily in New York City, Cambridge, and Mission Bay, California, great barriers to entry market. So we see going forward, the majority of our growth would come from build-to-suit development as opposed to acquisition.
And is that demand for new space starting to come to bear?
It has. We have pretty substantial demand. We have zero vacancy in New York City. We have about 2 or 3% vacancy in Cambridge. We just started a new build-to-suit together with Boston Properties. We're doing kind of concurrent buildings for Biogen IDEC. We just broke ground about 2 weeks ago, and in Mission Bay as well. So we see pretty good build-to-suit market throughout our cluster markets.
And you mentioned some of the key life science markets. So obviously your portfolio is kind of concentrated in those areas. Are there any life science markets that perhaps have begun to dissipate a little, or any new ones that are emerging?
Well, outside of some of the Asian markets, we see that Houston's an interesting market, one that I think has a biofuels energy component that we find very interesting. I think we see slow growth now in Maryland, I think due to some of the government cutbacks. So where you see a quieter market, you also see an emerging market, because energy has been a huge opportunity here in Texas.
Joel, thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
For more from REITworld 2011, be sure to visit REIT.com.